What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Can you stop? I know I look crazy right now. I have no makeup on. That's because today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me everyday makeup look video. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, but let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with this Spackle Hydrating Moisturizing Under Makeup Primer by Laura Geller. I have dry skin, so I always like to start with some sort of like moisturizing primer. For foundation, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This is kind of new, I think, or like redone or something like that, but looks like this. My shade is 112 Natural Ivory, and it's a little bit too dark for me, but I make it work. And I'm just taking my Flower Beauty sponge. It's really dirty. I usually use brushes, but I've been trying to use sponges lately because I have really dry skin, and the brushes, especially with this foundation, since it dries down like matte, the brushes just don't really do anything to hydrate my skin, and the sponges kind of put some moisture back into my skin. So that's why I like to use sponges. It looks really not my color on camera. I promise it's not that bad in real life. I really need to get some sun because I am white. I always like to make sure that my foundation is like super well blended because I can't stand whenever it's like splotchy. And since I do usually use brushes, like with the sponges, it kind of takes me longer to make sure everything is even. Next, for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is like the best ever. I'm in the shade Fair Beige. And I don't take very much of this because a little bit goes a long way. It might look like I'm putting a lot on, but like I don't ever dip my brush back into it. I just kind of use what comes on my brush. And to blend out my concealer, I'm going to take this Eco Tools sponge. Again, it's kind of dirty. And I blend this out onto my eyes too, just kind of like to use as an eyeshadow primer because I just am lazy, and every day I don't really feel like putting on an eyeshadow primer, and the Tarte Shape Tape works great as an eyeshadow primer. So alright, once that is all blended, I like to move on to powder. I like to use this brush right here. Again, all of my brushes are dirty, just get over it. This is a Morphe M438 brush, and I use this to highlight. I use a lot of different powders, but this is what I'm currently using. It's really dirty. It's a highlight and contour palette from IBY Beauty, and I just take like a mixture of these two shades, and I just kind of go like this, and then I just dab that right under my eye. I have dry skin, so I don't like to bake because it just makes my skin look extra dry. Every once in a while I'll bake with like a loose powder, but for the most part I just kind of like to make sure it sets so nothing creases. I go in with this brush like on the sides of my nose too, because I tend to get like creasy right there, and then like on my forehead, basically everywhere that I put that concealer. And then I take this Real Techniques buffing brush. I've had this for a while. I got it from Walmart. It comes with like this brush right here and this one. They're like all in a little trio, but really all I use is this one. I don't know why, but I'm just really weird about like this area of my face. Like I always have to set my cheeks because I feel like if I don't, anytime I like talk on the phone or anything, I hate looking down at my phone and seeing makeup. Like it just grosses me out. So I always make sure that I like put powder down really good in this area. And then of course on my neck, and again that helps to just kind of like blend everything so you don't have any harsh like makeup lines. And then I just kind of stamp this onto my forehead too. Next I go in with bronzer. I'm using this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. And the brush I use is this, it's actually a pointed blush brush from Royal and Langnickel, I think. I got this in my BoxyCharm a few months ago. I just kind of dab it around, tap it off, and then go like this, and then like bring it up on my forehead. Just kind of put this like all over my face, but like mainly concentrate in these areas because it does give it like a little bit of a contour. And then I like to take this on my neck because, like I said, homegirl is white. Next I go in with blush. I'm using this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Party. And this I just got from, I believe it was from Sephora for like, so I'm really irritated because my camera just likes to cut off in the middle of me filming, and like, yeah, I'm just irritated. So it cut off. I was saying that I go in with this blush. This blush I use every single day because it's just a very good nudie pink color. I believe I got this at Sephora for like either a birthday gift or my points or something like that, but I really like this. And next I went in with my Ofra highlighter. It's super pretty. After doing all of that, I like to go in with my brows, and my current favorite thing to use for my brows is this eyebrow powder trio. And this is by the Brow Gal, and I just take the Brow Gal little brush. First, I just like to brush my hairs up, and since I do have really thick eyebrows, I don't have to do a lot to my brows. I just kind of shape them. Alright, so my brows are on. I probably should tweeze them, but I just don't really have time today, so we're just gonna ignore the fact that they need to be tweezed. I've been doing like the same eyeshadow look for like the past week. I got it from Jaclyn Hill. It's her, I believe she called it Simple Cat Eye, but I just kind of basically do that. I actually use the same brushes as her and everything. It's really simple, goes with anything. You can make it casual, you can make it more dressed up. Alright, so I'm using this Studio Makeup eyeshadow palette. I got this in BoxyCharm like a year ago, I don't know. It's really pretty. And first I'm going to take this shade right here, this medium like tan brown shade, and I'm just going to pop this like in the outer part of my crease and just kind of wiggle it around. I don't take it too far because it is supposed to be like a cat eye. Just kind of wiggle, blend, blend, blend. Next, I'm going to go into this dark brown shade right here, and I just want to lightly get some of that on my brush because it's a little bit too dark than what I want, but it's the closest thing. And then I just tap it right here, and again, keep this mainly on the outer corner. I was sitting here wondering why my eyeshadow looked weird. And it's because I used the wrong freaking brush for that step. Oh well. I'm just gonna take this little tiny blending brush and just kind of like blend everything out. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of pop some colors on my eye and call it good, to be honest. That's what I do. I drop everything. Like, I suck. Now I'm just gonna take the same palette and just take a little tiny bit of that black and just get the very outer corner. Just ever so slightly blend that in. I'm gonna go back in with this brush with nothing on it and just blend as best as I can. I kind of just screwed up this makeup look, but it's whatever. I just want to look pretty, okay? That's all I'm trying to do, and I keep dropping things. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the lower lash line. I'm gonna take this little brush again, and I'm gonna take a mixture of these two brown shades that I used and tap it off a ton because I don't want this to look crazy. I just want like a little bit of color on my lower lash line.
And just blend and connect those two.
And lastly, I'm gonna take this brush right here. It's just like flat little brush, and I'm gonna dip into that black and just make a slight line across the outer part of my upper lash line. And I'm gonna take a tiny bit and do my lower lash line as well. And I'm gonna go in with that same brush, nothing more on it, and just blend that out. All right, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go grab my eyelash curler and I'll be right back. What I like to do with my eyelash curler is take my hairdryer and just blow on it just a little bit to get it a little bit warm. This kind of helps curl. This kind of helps curl. This helps like keep the eyelashes curled because it's kind of like a curling iron for your eyelashes, but you don't want it too hot. I just barely do it. I literally need to just chill out. Now I'm just gonna go in with this Too Faced mascara. This is just a little tester that I got as a free gift from Ulta. Alright, mascara's on. Last thing I do is just go in with some sort of like nude lipstick or lip gloss. Today I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Peach Buff matte lipstick. This is a really pretty like nudie color. Alright guys, well that is it for this everyday makeup look. I know this video was kind of a hot mess. You're just gonna have to bear with me because I've never done like makeup videos, and yeah, all of my stuff has just fallen off of this table next to me, and I probably put the mirror in front of the camera a million times, but it's okay. So there you have it. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I chopped off all my hair and I dyed it, and I'm loving it right now. Right now it's a little bit crazy. I just kind of hopped out of the shower and put some curl stuff in it, and it's a little bit crazy, but I absolutely love it. I'm trying something new, and yeah. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.